What do you want to learn from this webinar? So you know, all know the use of, the topic of this webinar, that is Windows Copilot. What is your expectation from this webinar? What do you want to take away from this webinar? Can you just write it in one line or something? So I'm reading all your comments here. So most of the comments right now is, how can we use this Copilot, or what are the basics of Copilot? Many of you have commented how it can increase our productivity. And the third I can see is how this new feature has been integrated into Microsoft, right? Perfect. So I get your point. Majority of you want to understand what are the benefits of Copilot, how you can use it in your efficiency, and you want to get the, uh, basics correct. Yeah. But before I do that, let us first understand the word Copilot. Okay. What does Copilot mean? What does Copilot mean? So if you search for the perfect Google definition, so all of you, a qualified pilot who assists or relieves the pilot but is not in command. Okay. So this is one of the meaning of Copilot. Now I am also using one app called Merlin here. Okay. You can see that is also helping me get some understanding from Copilot, right? I think all of you must not be understanding this plugin. I have this plugin which is also going into details and giving me answers about Copilot, right? So here, Copilot is someone who is not in command. That's the important part. In command, but assists the pilot, right? So in our case, who is the pilot? In our case, who is the pilot? So the pilot is the user of Microsoft products. Now, before I take it forward, right? So Microsoft user, we are the user of Microsoft products. We are the pilot of Microsoft products right now. And Microsoft has introduced Copilot, right? Now, so Copilot is nothing but a additional feature in MS products, which is going to assist us. How many of you are clear with this? So it's a new feature in Microsoft products which is going to assist us, right? Now you may say, already we are using Microsoft products. There are so many features which assist us. What is new here? And why there is so much of hulla around Copilot, right? So let's try to get the answer to it. Okay. If I can ask you one question, what is one of the most viral technology in the recent years which everyone is talking about? All of you? Can you tell me about which is one of the most viral technology right now? Correct. AI is correct. But within AI, which is that product? Let me ask you. Your answer is correct. AI product. Yes. So most of you have said in different languages. So I'm asking specifically about a product. Many of you have mentioned generative AI. Many of you have mentioned LLMs. Many of you have mentioned ML. Perfect. Now I can see many of you have answering it. The AI product which most of us are talking and actually using it like a verb. So when I say like a verb, I hope all of you know that Google, right, has become like a verb for us. It's like a synonymous for search. Similarly, nowadays, what is the verb like thing? Chat GPT, right? Search on Chat GPT, or you're talking like a Chat GPT, for example. So this is the new viral technology. Now, why am I talking about this? How many of you have used this? Let's get this. So there is an option in your chart, in your attendee. You can raise your hand. So those who have used ChatGPT, can you raise your hand? Right? How many of you, those who have used it, I can see majority of you have used it. How many of you, those who have used it, have seen it to be magical? That, okay, it is really productive. I couldn't imagine something like this. Correct? So many of you agree with that aspect, that it is highly effective. Right? This technology is highly effective. I will give you a demo how it is highly effective. But the point I'm trying to bring out here is, many companies were in the race of creating a large language model. I'm using a technical word. All of you, can you repeat it? Write and send it to me. Large language model. And the first to release it and make it viral was Chat GPT. It just went viral. It is the app which has got the highest or the fastest 100 million users. Okay, it is much faster, way faster than Facebook got their 100 million subscribers. Chat GPT had the fastest roll to it, right? Now, Chat GPT, I'm asking another trivia, is a product. Okay, which company it belongs to? It belongs to. Very good. So many of you have answered OpenAI. Okay, so I'll take you through this. So there is a company called OpenAI. All of you, can you write this and send it to me? OpenAI. Okay, so if you see, OpenAI has a product called ChatGPT. Okay, and it went viral. Now you all may ask me, why are you building this story? Why are you telling us about OpenAI? Why are you telling us about ChatGPT when I'm here learning about Copilot, right? So if I search for this, Microsoft and OpenAI, you will understand the relevance of what I'm trying to say. So if you see here, 23 January 2023, even 12 hours ago, there was a lot of news about Microsoft closes at all-time high on fresh OpenAI related optimism. And you can see here news that here, I think let's go to Wikipedia. So if you see here, Wikipedia says, Microsoft provided OpenAI Global LLC with a $1 billion investment in 2019 and $10 billion investment in 2023. Who? Microsoft. So essentially what story I'm trying to tell you all is, in 2023, Microsoft invested in a small app. Microsoft, a giant, invested in a small app $13 billion, which is huge, right? You just imagine you have developed an application and a company is ready to invest in it $13 billion. So currently, OpenAI, right, is strongly collaborating with Microsoft. Okay. Now, just to show you why this has been done, so that Microsoft could use OpenAI products. Namely, there are two major products. There are actually three, but two which went viral are ChatGPT and DALL-E. Okay, these are the two major products which are OpenAI products. And when Microsoft invested in them, they had some control or some access to OpenAI products. How many of you are clear with this? In fact, I can show you reports where it suggested once ChatGPT released that once ChatGPT released, it was suggested that the one who uses LLM faster in their products will win the race of being the top AI company in world. So basically, this was the chance for Microsoft to redeem their position in technology companies, and especially trying to beat Google, with which it lost many battles, including the search. I hope all of you know that Microsoft Bing never took off because of Google. But they saw opportunity that with ChatGPT in their products, they could beat Google, especially even in the search business with Bing. Is this clear to everyone? Right? The context, the history will help you all to understand the relevance of Copilot. Okay. So now let me ask you all a question. What MS Office you use and why? So most of you will answer, I use Word for documentation, right? For reading reports. Some use Outlook for email, right? Most of us use presentation, PPT for presentations, right? Presentation, you use of Microsoft MS PowerPoint. Sorry, let me write PowerPoint here. PowerPoint. And many of you use VS Code, right? VS Code for what? Writing coding also. Correct? So yeah, very good. So right now I am using OneNote. That is also a Microsoft product, right? MS Office product. So many of you have mentioned anything, Excel. Oh, sorry, I forgot the main one, Excel for analysis, data storing, analysis, etc. Right? Power BI. Yes. Thank you all. So Power Automate, many of you are using. So all these products of MS Office you are using in your day-to-day life. Okay. Now suppose let me go to my ChatGPT. So this is how ChatGPT looks like. Let me re-log in. I'll just re-log in here. Yeah, Teams, Dynamic 365, MS Access. Yes, thank you for mentioning all these. Yeah. So if you see, this is how your Chat GPT looks like. Many of you may have used it on your mobile. There is an app for it. But suppose you are using this in your email. Okay. How many of you are getting the context that suppose you are using Chat GPT? This is an application. This is the UI for it. Suppose this UI is on your Outlook. Okay. And you have to write an email to my manager telling that I would be missing a deadline for because of engineering team not able to complete their job of data processing. There is no major implication of the same. Okay, suppose this is the email you want to write to your manager, right? Now I am writing the same thing to my Chat GPT. Write an email to my manager telling that I would be missing a deadline because of engineering team not able to complete that job of data processing. So suppose I write this, you see that Chat GPT is writing an email from me. I hope this message finds you well. I want to provide you with an update on the project we have been working on. Unfortunately, we may be missing our upcoming deadline. I want to explain the reason for this delay, and it is explaining. But you now feel it is very wordy. You can say, make the email concise, not more than 4 lines with bulleted points. So when I write this, I'm not giving it the, so it is now writing another email. So make the email concise, not more than 4 lines with bulleted points. So it is writing this: engineering team delay, no major implications, working on resolution, minimal impact expected. Make the above a bit elaborative. So now I am telling, make it a bit more elaborative. Yeah. So now it is kind of email which I would like to send to my manager. The engineering team is facing a delay in completing the data processing task. Fortunately, there are no major implications in the project deadline. We are working to resolve the issue and expect minimal impact on the overall schedule. How many of you are happy with this email now? Right? Now, this same application, right? Though I required some iteration, I get it. Now, suppose this same app, now it is on Outlook. Okay, the same Chat GPT capability is on Outlook with the name of Outlook Copilot. So what it will do, it will read your emails. You can all check. It will read your emails, and there is a Copilot button. It will tell you what reply you can send to your email. How many of you are getting it? So suppose I want to try it. You can sign into your Outlook. Suppose I sign into it. Let me try logging in. So what I'm trying to say is, why I showed it on ChatGPT, because it is much quicker. But what I'm trying to bring in is the technology which is there in Copilot. What it does is, it is exactly the technology which ChatGPT uses, called large language model. What will happen is, it will start writing emails for you. You can see draft with Copilot. It will start replying to your emails. If you can allow it to, it will spark. If you're someone who is working in, say, and you're receiving thousands of emails each day, it can create a summary for you. If it's a chain email, it can create a summary for you. It can, look at your calendar and work with you on that. So someone has sent something important on and wants a schedule time for you, it will look into your calendar and assist you that, okay, you can suggest this one. So what I'm trying to say is, this technology of chat GPT plus more has come into every product of Microsoft Office, that is called Copilot. So this is one of the application of Copilot, which is in, I'm sorry, it is taking some time. Oops. Okay, it may take some time to get access to it, but essentially this Copilot will help you in writing emails, summarizing emails, sending emails for you, and will assist you in planning events, etc. Okay, so this is one of the use of Copilot. It will be soon on your Outlook. It is not yet rolled out, but soon from November 1, 2023, it was expected that Microsoft 365 will start having Copilot in all of its application, Outlook being the first one. It is soon to be expected even in India region. Okay. So similarly, if I can give you one more, suppose okay, let's look into the next case study, that is presentation, right? I just showed you one PowerPoint here, right? Now here, if you see, there are add-ins. Okay, here you can see there are add-ins, and I can add various applications of inside PowerPoint. Similarly, suppose I search Copilot. So right now, the official version of Copilot has not come into my into the one into the current application which I'm using. It is suggesting me some other private GPT, Autopilot, Ghostwriter, etc. Now you may ask me, what is the use of Copilot in your presentation or in your PowerPoint, right? So you will see that. Let me show you the capability of ChatGPT here. Why do you use Microsoft PowerPoint, all of you? You may do it to create your own presentation slides for your companies, for your personal work, or receive presentation from others, right? Now, how about I create a Copilot for you, which can actually create presentations for you by its own? How many of you spend hours on creating presentation? Send a yes. How many of you spend hours or have spent hours spending your time on creating presentations for your work, right? And also many of you may agree that creating strong presentation is one of the necessary skill in many jobs, right? Most jobs will require very strong presentation skill. Now, in OpenAI, so generally, what does your present PowerPoint include? Your PowerPoint includes data from your company or from your project, or it may include some, if it is a new concept which you are trying to propose, it may contain that data plus some images, right? It may contain some images. Now, suppose I am asked to give a presentation on one of the topics. All of you, can you suggest me some topics? I'll show you a live demo how you can create a presentation within few minutes using capabilities of Copilot. You can be very specific also, not related to your company, but yeah, you can be some specific. So I'm getting hiring trends in IT market, share market, who will rule in 2024, introduction to Copilot, Gen AI, impact of AI, GitHub Copilot, women empowerment, annual distribution, etc. Okay. So let us take this one. Maybe I want to take something more specific. Mm. Okay, let's look at a general one. Impact of AI. Okay, impact of AI. Now tell me, if you all have to search on impact of AI, right? What will you do? You'll go to Google impact of AI on the IT sector. Suppose I ask this question, right? So you will have to read through many websites. How many of you are getting what I'm saying? You'll have to start reading about it, getting expertise about it. It will take time, right? A lot of effort. But here, ChatGPT is trained with all the data of the internet. Okay. Currently, I am using a free version of ChatGPT. It is trained up to the data of 2021. Okay. Just keep in mind about it. ChatGPT has knowledge. All of you, those who are not from AI field, ChatGPT has knowledge or has been trained for data about all the topic on the internet up to 2021. Okay. So let us ask ChatGPT, I want to create 2 slides, only 2 slides. So I'm being very specific on impact of AI on the IT sector jobs. Okay. Please suggest me the outline of the same. Okay. So all of you, it has created for six slides. I think it did not. Okay, outline for 2 slides on the impact, but it has suggested this 6 topics, right? The first one is introduction, title impact of AI on IT sector jobs. Briefly introduce the topic and its significance. Include a relevant visual example, AI related image graph. Mention the 2 areas you will be covering in the presentation. Current landscape, current IT jobs. So see, it is so intelligent. It is telling you, first explain what is the current current landscape, what will be the impact on traditional IT roles, and then emergence of new roles. See, I'm asking about impact of AI. So it is also going into emergence of new roles, what skills and trainings will be required, and the conclusion. How many of you are impressed by the flow of topics it has suggested? Right? Now, similarly, if you see here, I can go one step further. I can say for slide 2, all of you just imagine, for slide 2, create the content for the slide. So I'm just mentioning from my slide 2. Let's see whether it understands. So if you see, yes, slide 2 was actually what? Current landscape. And now it is elaborating on that. Current IT job landscape. It is giving an introduction. Traditional IT roles, demand for the roles, integration of AI, impact on traditional roles, adaptation and upskilling, transition to the next slide. So it is giving you step by step what all you need to speak, what all you need to cover, what will be the outline of this slide. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, suppose this same application is available as an add-in here. So instead of this add-in, you have your Copilot, and in Copilot, I can keep on typing, edit the second line, edit the third line, make changes, make it more smaller, make it bulleted. How many of you feel your job, your life will be much easier? Right? So if you see here, I can show you, there is one application, sorry, Tome.ai, there is an application, okay, which is similar to what you will have in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Let me just sign in to it. Perfect. So all of you just see now what I'm going to do in this application. I'm going to go to create, and it is asking me, what do you want to create, right? What do you want to create? Suppose I say, create presentation about impact of AI on the IT job sector, and let it make specific in India. Generate outline. Oops. Oh, it's asking me now to, upgrade right now. But essentially what it would have done, it would have created a presentation. I can show you, I have some presentations created. Say for example, this is something I had created 2 days back. So I wanted to understand about an application called Hugging Face, and it created this. Even if you see, it has created this slide, and it has added the images to it. How many of you are getting what I'm trying to say? So it created these slides for me, and it also created these images. Now you may ask, how did it create these images, and whether copyright will be applicable on these images or not? No. So with in OpenAI, there is another product called DALL-E. I told you about it, DALL-E, right? So what does DALL-E do? It creates images. It creates images based on text. That is why it is called large language model. That is why it is called large language model. For example, create a image of a horse with the face of a tiger. So I'm just writing it and I'm asking it to generate it. So what it will do, based on my text, based on my language, it will create now an image which I had requested it to do. How many of you are getting what I'm saying? So all of you, can you see this? Create an image of a horse with the face of a tiger. So it has tried to do that. You can see the eyes of this horse is a tiger. This actually looks like a tiger, but it is on the horse. So, or like create an image of a horse, or create an image with the body of a horse. Let's put it this way, with the body of a horse and the face of a tiger. And the face of a tiger. So it will create that. So if you see here, it has done exactly that, right? Here you see half horse, half this thing. You can also go for other options. There will be lot more options. So essentially what we are trying to say, you have AI technologies which can create images based on text data. That is called DALL-E. And you have AI technologies which can create content based on text data or language. It is ChatGPT. Now, both these capabilities are bought inside Copilot, and it is integrated as an add-in into your PowerPoint. Okay, so let me now, I have shortlisted one demo for all of you on PowerPoint. Let me show you that. Okay, it's a video just to show you the capabilities of PowerPoint. Yeah, I'm just switching on that video. Just give me 1 second. Perfect. So all of you, this is how in Microsoft 365 Copilot, which is the AI technology, will be there to assist you in PowerPoint. Let's look at it capabilities. So you see here, The presentation is there. This is how conventionally it looks. There will be a Copilot tab here, right? You see here, I am just writing create a presentation based on when Astral. So what's the beauty of it? Because it is in your company's enterprise, this thing, it goes and reads the proposal given by a company executive, and it is creating a presentation based on the data of that or data of your internal company. So that is what it will come up with. Because it is integrated into your enterprise license, there will be a lot of control over the security of your data, but you will have the capabilities of this AI technology. So now you're just playing around with your presentation. You're just telling, based on this report, create a presentation for me, and whatever changes you want to bring out, you can just type in here. How many of you are getting this feel? Please let me know. So why I'm not showing it on Microsoft 365 actually right now? Because officially it is not rolled out in India region right now. It is under process. From November 1 onwards, it's going to be rolled out. Okay. So is it clear to everyone? Similarly, in your Word document, how can it be used? How can it be used in your Word document? So let me show you one demo which I have shortlisted for the same, right? Yeah. Just give me 1 second. So now just imagine you're working on a Word document, right? And your job is to write just imagine yourself writing a report today versus how you will write in future, or whether you will write it or AI will write it. Let's look at that. So this is how Microsoft Copilot will work in Word. You have your traditional Word document in which you used to write till now what presentation or content, but now Copilot is there and you are just suggesting draft a proposal based on yesterday's notes. So you're also putting it in your roadmap. So different documents, you're just inserting it, and within no times a report is created by AI technologies like ChatGPT or DALL-E working at the back end, but in the front end, Microsoft had released it with the feature of Copilot. So if you see now, it is adding images based on one document, taking roadmap from another document. It is adding summary wherever you want it to. You can just see, you're just interacting with the application here. Gone are the days where you will have to go and edit on the Word document. How many of you are getting what I'm trying to say? I have shown you a demo on Microsoft ChatGPT, right? I hope you're getting the idea. Again, I can show you, for example, create a small report on the status of AI and its impact on IT jobs in India. Okay. So now if you see here, it has started writing this report. So just imagine the same thing will be there in your Copilot. If you see here, if you read this, you will find that hours and hours of work has been done in within no second. So it is saying that this is knowledge up to January 2022. What's the beauty with Copilot? It will be updated every day. How many of you are getting the importance of what I'm trying to say here? That currently ChatGPT, which this report which has been created, is based on data up to January 2022. Now you may argue, I want data till October 2023. Can't be outdated. So that's the beauty of Copilot. Copilot will always come with updated knowledge. So what will happen? Microsoft will now keep on updating it. Because you are paying for it, it will also give you the latest data there. Okay. So all of you, you have seen the possibilities of using Copilot on Microsoft Office, Word presentation. Similarly on OneNote, the OneNote which I'm using right now, I could have, there will be, I have already used that version. There will be a Copilot here. I can keep on writing and it will also include all the capabilities of Copilot. Another important thing you will know is how many of you use Microsoft Teams, right? A lot of you may be doing a lot of meetings, right, on Microsoft Teams. What will happen now? Just imagine this is the world we are going to get into. All the transcript of your meetings, okay, will be done through Copilot. So Copilot will maintain all the transcript of your meetings. What do you mean by that? It means whatever you speak, it will convert that into text and it will keep all the transcript for your use later. Okay. And then as you saw in the demo, you can say later, please create minutes of meeting based on the transcript of meeting conducted on the following day, and it will create that for you. Okay. So this feature is not new, but it will be enhanced with the capabilities of Copilot. Zoom, everyone will be having it. I mean, is already having it. I'm not sure how many of you are using it. Another important, I know many of you are asking about the same, coding. How many of you are developers here? How many of you code, or how many of you manage teams which code, right? So many of you, I can see a lot of you have asked about Visual VS Code, whether there is anything to assist us there. So there is already, this is already released. This is called GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot. With the same name as Copilot, there is something called GitHub Copilot. Let me show you. So here, your AI pair programmer push what's possible with GitHub Copilot, the world's most widely adopted AI developer tool. Most companies have started using it. And this is specialized chat GPT, if I can use that. It is specialized chat GPT for coding. Okay. So now gone are the days where you need to remember syntax. Already we use most of the times full stack developer. We rely on Google for searching all codes or syntax, and then we develop our code. But even those days are gone. On the go, you will find a Copilot writing codes for you. Okay. So this is again a Microsoft product called GitHub Copilot. Currently, the version which I had has expired and it is chargeable now. Copilot for individuals, you can see it is $10 per month, very costly, but many companies have started using it. So if you see Copilot for user, $19 per user per month, it has more capabilities. So most industries, many big companies have started using or giving access to Copilot to your developers. Now, how will Copilot work? Let me show you one demo for the same. Yeah. Just 1 second. So GitHub Copilot will be like a second brain, and it will start coding for you. It will also learn from how you have coded in the in that project before. It will understand everything about the project, whatever code has been done before, and it will start coding based on that. It will also debug your code. It will also suggest changes in your code in order to enhance its efficiency. So how will it work? Let me show you a demo of the same. So this is a demo for GitHub for Visual Code. So what it will do, let me show you that part of it. So here, if you go here, so suppose you are coding in this language, right? And as you are entering into the next language, next line, you can see that there is auto completion of your code. So this is capable. You see here, Windows tab or Apple tab. If you start pressing that, it will start suggesting to you the next line of code. How many of you are following what I have just shown you? So this is Visual Code, VS Code 2022, in which they have installed GitHub Copilot, which charges you $10 per month if you are a personal user, or $19 per month per user if you are a enterprise user, business user. And what capabilities it brings in, it auto completes your code. And if you're too lazy even to write some lines of code, you can just write in a language, create a method, just to / create a method to add a number to the list if it doesn't already contain it. So once you write this, what happens? Boom, it writes that method for you. You just need to accept it. So are you all getting the idea? This is the world of Copilot in VS Code, where it will start writing code for you. As a pilot, you just need to choose whether this code is correctly written or not. How many of you are getting of it? Now create a method to remove a number from the list if it exists. It is creating that. You just accept it, and on the go, you can start coding it. I can also show you a demo on ChatGPT, because essentially that is the brain behind it. For example, write a code in Python for the tic-tac-toe game. I want to run the code on Google Colab. I don't know how many of you have used it. So Google Colab is a service of Google where, you know, I can code in Python and I can run it on the go. It's a virtual machine which Google Colab gives us for free. So within microseconds, I have the code. All of you see what I'm doing. I'm just copy pasting this code. I'm doing nothing. I'm just copy pasting this code. It is copied. I go to Google Colab. And just imagine now I have to go to Google Colab, but actually it will be a part of your Visual Code. I open a notebook, right? And I start coding. So I'm not going to do anything. What I'm going to do, let it open it up. So this is how my coding platform looks like, similar to Visual Code, but it is on Google Colab. All of you remember I had copied the code here. I'm just copy pasting it here, nothing else. I just copy pasted it. I'm running it. It is connecting to the engine. The first time it may take some time. So it is getting some power to run it. Let's see what happens now. So there is some error here. So it is saying there is some error here. I have not closed it, right? So maybe let me put this back. So I will ask ChatGPT, I am getting the following error. So what ChatGPT will do, I apologize for it appears there is a missing closing bracket in the code. Here is the corrected code. All of you do you see how intuitive it is? I didn't do anything. I just said I'm getting an error. Google, if you do the traditional search, it will never understand the intuitiveness. Here it understands, okay, maybe in my code I had done some error. So it is saying I have corrected it and now I'm sending you again. So let's copy this code again. Go back here, copy paste it here and run it again. Boom. All of you, within microsecond, now I'm able to run the code. Can you see here? Enter the row 0, 1, 2 for player X. So I'm saying, say for example, 0, 1. Oops. So it is expecting some enter the row. Oh, enter the row 0, 1, 2. Okay, I got it wrong. Let's run it again. Enter the row. So in the 0th row, in the first column, See, you can see now it is interactive. It is putting a 0th row X here. Now for player 0 again. So the next player where it is putting say 0 and 0 here. Second player again say 1 and 1, sorry, 1 and 1. So I'm putting it here. Then second player say 0 and 2. And now the player, I just put it in the second row and first column again. Second row, first column. And you see it says that player X wins. How many of you are impressed? I even don't know how to write a single line of Python code. I have never learned Python in my career. I had to write a simple code. I asked ChatGPT to do it, and in front of you, I could run it in Google Colab. This is the world now Copilot will be taking you into. Everything what you want to do, what I just demoed, will be available on Copilot. In fact, with better capabilities, it can analyze data for you. Before I end this session, I want to show one last demo on Microsoft Excel, how it is going to transform. So most of us are getting high paid jobs to do analysis on Excel. I hope all of you agree with me that most of the high paying jobs, people just do analysis of data on crunching on Excel, data analysis jobs, right? Obviously, they have the domain knowledge. I'm not discounting that. But this is the world of Excel with Copilot. Exactly, it runs what I just suggested to you. You have your data, company's data. This is your company's data and you need to analyze it. Gone are the days where you have to enter formulas. You just need to write in a simple language that please analyze this for me. It will go into your Excel file. It will find out which column needs to be analyzed and it will start giving you those kind of dashboards. And this works exactly seamlessly as I demoed on ChatGPT, as how it writes code. It can do analysis of data within no time. Gone are the days of writing formulas, thinking which graphs to create, how to do pivot table. You just need to write what outcome you want from the table and it will create that for you with Copilot. Just like ChatGPT, Copilot will be there and it will do that job for you. Perfect. So I hope this session was useful to all of you. I tried my best within this 1 hour to give you a total view of Copilot, how Copilot is going to be working with MS Office, how it is going to be a game changer for all of us. So tighten your belts, start learning these AI technologies. The technologies which is powering it, as I told you, is LLM, large language models. Microsoft did the intelligent thing of buying OpenAI, and now you see it is going to roll out in all its products. Perfect. With this, I'll end today's session. This is Ankit Jain, Dr. Ankit, signing off for all of you. I had shared my LinkedIn profile with all of you. If you want to connect with me, please do that. I'll be more than happy to do that. This is my LinkedIn profile. Do connect with me. I would love to network with all of you. All the best for your career. Keep learning. Keep updating yourself. This is the world we are right now into. Thank you all. Take care. Do give me a feedback of how the session went. Yeah. Thank you all.